independent. It's doing me. I go back and tape like, damn, this person ain't here, that person ain't here, this person ain't here. Scary. At the end of the day, man, it's real.
I mean,
it's real.
Bro.
And I just feel like, you know, my brand and my respect speaks for itself, man. I'm 21 years in. And you know what I mean? People I see come and go. I made a little, you know, adjustment when, you know what I mean, I went from the DVD to online.
Next level.
And it's just like, if you didn't make that adjustment, you'd have been left behind. Dinosaur. We still here. You know what I mean? 20 years later, I'm still relevant. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even rap. I don't do none of that shit, bro. Yo, listen. I just created my own lane and gain the respect of, you know, dudes that, you know what I mean, understand and recognize my reality and my realness and my ambition. It's just not that easy, though. Because, you know what I'm saying, anybody can't just do this shit, man. I promise you.
That's a fact.
I promise you anybody can't do it, man. But it's also about this, like, you know, the effect that I had on the hip-hop culture. I'm feeding families. You know, people are relying on me.
Some butterfly effect
for
type
real.
stuff.
So
man.
he put this person in, that person in position. Oh, he helped with that. Like, oh, I'm forever blessed. Why my blessings is endless because of the amount of, you know, opportunity I provided for all these up-and-coming artists. They don't got to punch a clock or eat from me. That's why I am a legend, because I got to get in and get my footage. You know, I understand you doing your job, but this is my job.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got to go home and I got to get my food. You ain't gonna tell me ain't no cameras in the building. We in here. I'm dying for my shit, bro.
Come on.
I'm gonna die for mine. I'm not taking no for an answer. When they see that you ready to die for your shit and you're not playing, yo, go ahead, homie. It's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you, that's the mentality you gotta have with anything that you're doing. I don't give a fuck if it's selling cookies, sewing sweaters, selling cars. I don't give a fuck what it is.
Yeah, whatever.
Have that mentality. You're not gonna lose. I'm just spitting free game right now.
I don't
even want no money for that. I'm gonna spit some free game real quick. A lot of people want to take my spot. I've been in my spot for years. I just said I'm 21 years in. Everybody want to take my spots. Everybody try to act like they family. Everybody try to come get next to me and then, you know what I mean? But, you know.
That's gonna happen. Yep.
Love will get you killed. Love will get you in situations. Love will get you in positions that you don't want to be in. Because you try to show love to motherfuckers that had, you know what I'm saying, you know, hidden agendas and prior motives and, you know, certain objectives that, you know what I mean, was for their own benefits and shit like that. No more love. No love, man. I don't got no love for nobody. Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
No, you're absolutely right. In politics, in the sense that you got to know how to operate. You got to know how to do business around people. You can't always be right to the people that don't deserve it. But it's like a necessary evil. It's like you got to kind of understand what the enemy is working with so you could be prepared to go against it. It comes from the people we trust and love, but it is what it is. You live and you learn.
But just the people that's close. You got to watch the motherfuckers that surround you, man.
So when you came into this shit, you're reporting the shit that nobody can report. You're giving an inside look on all of that. You end up now in the battle rap scene.
Yeah.
How did the transition really occur?
I used to love doing what I did. You know, the journalism of hip hop, running around, interviewing some of the, you know, all of the biggest artists, actually. Everybody from Eminem, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Ludacris, Jeezy. Cameras was accessible. So we was talking about the Panasonics, you know what I mean, PD 150, Sony joints. You know, there was no camera phones. True. 2006, 2007 came around. You know, motherfuckers started getting camera phones and shit like that. You know, I used to go around interviewing all these artists and getting the latest information that basically was happening at that time with these artists. Now, you could have somebody see an artist at a gas station, Jeezy, pull out their phone and, yo, what happened with such and such? The bloggers was taking all of the in any content. They don't give a fuck what it is because they just care about the hits. Right. Yo, we got such and such talking about this latest situation, and you know what I mean? They just getting the views and the clicks. And then, you know what I mean, World Star came out. And they was basically taking all of the fucking content from any place and anywhere. Else, yeah. They wasn't produce like see, Smack used to produce. I used to produce my own content. Like anything I got is everything that I had on my own time with my own camera. Like YouTube came out. YouTube came out 2005, 2006. World Star came out with like, you know what I'm saying, you know,
compilations and
this content, hip hop content, this getting it from everywhere though. Everything was at one place that everybody could go see the latest hip hop content from, you know, wherever source it came from. It didn't matter.
You didn't have to download
They could just go to fucking World Star and just basically see all the latest shit. Where I was in a position where I was just still running around, getting up with different MCs with my camera.
Day to day.
I couldn't keep up with everything that was going on around the world. By the time I come through with my shit was old. So it's just like, I was like, all right, yo, man, this artist shit, like me interviewing artists, that's not it right now. And I felt it was my responsibility to like represent, you know, that art form of battle rap on my platform, Smack DVD, just because it was worldwide. When it came to the battle rap, I you know, me and my brothers realized like, yo, this is the shit that we need to really apply our focus and energy to, because it's just something that is like a hip hop sport. Like I wanted to create a hip hop sport where it's just a different form of hip hop entertainment. And we could run around with the mainstream artists all day, interview them, shoot videos, get the behind the scenes. But after a while, it's just like, all right, it's the same shit. I created a new form of hip-hop entertainment where people could appreciate a different aspect of hip-hop. You know, I created a whole new industry within inside the hip-hop culture where, you know, battle rappers can actually get paid for battle rapping. Because back in the days, motherfuckers wasn't getting paid to battle rap. Battle rap was just something that, oh, word, you rap, all right, you good, all right, you know what I mean? You're not on SoundScan, you're not selling no records, so we not really even trying to even pay you no attention, homie. That's the only thing motherfuckers was concerned about in the industry. What's the SoundScans looking like? Right. Tuesday. Right. Back to my point, I created an industry within inside the hip hop culture where battle rappers can actually get paid to battle rap. It's become its own industry. Now you got, you know, people basically imitating our whole formula. Yeah. So, yo, we pay you this to do this. It's cool. Like, you know what I mean? It's an industry now. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do what I do. Like, I just want to do me. I feel like if I create something, I just want to be the creator of that particular situation. But you can't stop people from, you know what I mean, doing what you do. And anything that you do, let me break it down for you.
Let's go.
And anything that you do that's successful within 18, but not even 18 months. I say 12, not even 12 months. 7 months, you're going to see somebody imitating what you do, trying to, like, you know what I mean, make it work for them.
Oh, yeah.
It's annoying to me.
Of course.
But it's just something that you got to deal with. You got to show everybody this is your yard. Yeah. You got to keep your foot on everybody's neck. Yeah. Respectfully, it is what it is. Like, you got to protect your gate. Because if you don't protect your gate, motherfuckers is coming in. I'm just trying to protect my gate, man. Yeah. Out here, man, because you got to, man.
Yeah. Anybody, any of you that are watching right now talking all that shit, you're going to get offended as well if somebody took what you do and it, you know, like, and pretty much you're not getting a cut of it.
Just because, you know, a lot of people really don't understand, like you said, the behind the scenes of what goes on and what really transpires. Because I don't reply. I don't get back. I'm a real nigga. I'm not talking over the internet. I'm not arguing with nobody over the internet. I'm not replying to nobody over the internet. Because
For what?
Real niggas don't do that. So you might hear an artist or somebody, yo, URL did this, that, and the third. And I tell my whole team, don't say nothing, just chill. So the people now only hear that one side of the situation and not know what really is, or a different perspective of why certain situations happened. I just feel like the people just want the bullshit. Like they feed into it. And then I don't want to make nobody bigger than what they deserve. Because once you, everybody got opinion, comments, all that. Yo, bro, I don't got time for that. Yo, listen, the business is the business. And, you know what I mean? You know, I'm cut from the cloth where we keep our shit tight. I'm going to let my lawyers talk. You know, I'm just practicing good business.
Y'all could say where battle rap started and all that shit, but at the end of the day, the culture became huge. I know for a fact, I'm 38 years old. I know for a fact that when I was watching these battle raps, it was Smack DVD that introduced me into a shitload of people, an entire nation to this shit. So if you didn't see it from that, cool. But I guaranteed you watch a lot of these shits from that. And then you start speaking on money as like, do you own shit? Before you start speaking on shit, do you own shit? Do you run shit? If you hate me, I don't give a fuck. If you hate Smack, I don't give a fuck. I ain't here to talk about bullshit. I'm here to talk about real shit. If that's what y'all want to find out, go talk to the battler that you got to talk to and ask them the fucking questions. But over here, that's not what we're worried about. I want y'all to really understand that shit.
Motherfuckers got to learn how to move professional to basically elevate this culture and to bring it to the next level where, you know, we got like, you know what I'm saying, outside parties and different companies sponsoring and investing and trying to get into like, you know what I mean, build this shit up. We have to have some type of professionalism so we can actually, you know what I mean, be able to have people get involved in what we do to make it grow. That I gotta go find money to bring in to keep the whole movement going. I'm in perfections. Yo, this is what I'm trying to do. Yo, listen, I need you, bro. Yo, Smack, I fuck with you. Yo, listen, I've been watching you for years. Yo, give me a minute. Let me put it together. And trying to spread it out. Feed it. Like the roster crazy. Trying to break it up, make it, and everybody comfortable. Yo, here. Spreading it all out. What are you bringing to the table? Everything got to make a ROI.
Hello.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hello.
Like if you ain't getting, a return on the investment that is basically being allocated, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front. This shit is really upside down. You know what I'm saying? We making it work. Cause like at the end of the day, like you know what I mean, like at the end of the day, like you know what I mean, we've been
like at the end of the day, like you know what I mean, we've been finessing.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, yo, we've been really investing into this shit for a minute. I don't see that, but like a lot of people think they more popping than what they are. I don't want to like make it sound like harsh and shit like that because I love everybody and I feel like everybody, deserve, what they feel that they deserve. But like, you got to be realistic at the end of the day because business don't work that way of what you feel. It's about interests.
Okay.
It's about interest. Like, you know what I mean? Your interest is going to determine what you generate. If you have interest in the world, you know what I'm saying, where you got numbers coming in that you could basically flip because of what numbers was put up, you know what I mean? And it came back, hopefully made a profit.
Right.
Then, you know what I mean, it'll make sense. Management don't got nothing to do with that. It's on this shit is a job. You got to market yourself. You got to create your own. You got to create your family. You got to be active.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm just trying to correct, the statement. Like, I mean, the management is the business, but at the end of the day, it's all numbers don't lie. I try to make it, reasonable as possible for what makes sense for the collection or the you know, entire, you know what I'm saying, entire, you know what I'm saying,
Entire, you know what I'm saying, movement.
but at the end of the day, like you said, they have to do their part as far as participating in the marketing of selling these, you know what I mean, events.
Yeah.
Nobody don't know what's going on. Nobody ain't buying into it. It's boring. It's no excitement. Like,
Come on.
like,
Numbers.
it's more than just rapping. It's more than just rapping.
When is Big K said? When is he coming back? When you gonna see him on the stage at URL?
I mean, Big K, he's always been like, you know what I'm saying, a good talent that I appreciate. Like, Big K is a cool, you know what I mean, talent, but like, you know, there's certain procedures that, you know, that I follow with, you know what I'm saying, my company, you know what I mean, we follow, you know what I mean, the SOP, that's standard operation procedures, in case y'all don't know what SOP mean.
Order of business.
That, like, you know, that, you know, we gotta follow, like, you know what I mean, we not, if anybody come over here, you know what I mean, you know, we gotta be, you know, we gotta have some type of, you know, agreement with them that it's just over here for, you know, a certain amount of battles, so we could work. I'm not in the business of just having people come over here and go on other platforms. I'm just not.
I think that's the most important thing, what you just said. I'm not going to judge it, right?
Come on.
Business is business. I would hate if somebody were just telling me that never created it, that's never going to invest in themselves, that never did invest in themselves at any point, to just start telling me, well, this is what you got to do, and this is how you should do it, and this is why you got to do it. Like, I'm telling y'all, the main thing is you don't know the plan.
Man, it's so many trials and tribulations, so many losses that we took to understand, like, the psychology of what it takes to basically operate, to make it make sense, to keep the machine moving.
Right. Everything comes out in the wash, and we're going to see who's still going to be here in the next 20 years.
Listen, man, in the
You
next
know?
20, I'm 20 in, got
Come on.
20 more in me.
Come on.
Promise. It can't be duplicated or, you know what I mean, you know, replicated. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
It's real, you know what I mean? I just been through so much, man, seen so much shit, caught and captured so much shit, like, you know what I mean? And because, you know, I don't really talk that much. I don't reply to people's comments. I let people go on their rants and rage. After a while, they just hear one side of the other situation, so they just think that, like, oh,
That's
it
true.
must be true. Yeah. I am Smack. I feel like, you know what I mean, real recognize real. Like, you know what I mean, you gonna, like, I could be around the realest niggas, oh yeah, he's solid.
He one of them.
Yeah, he one of them, he's solid. Like, you feel me? So, you know, just knowing who you are as a person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not gonna take no for an answer.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah. You know what I mean? And make it make sense. Why you not taking no? So,
Okay.
you know what I mean? It ain't even no argument.
Right.
Like I told niggas, you working, I'm working.
Yeah.
You gotta go feed your babies, I gotta go feed mine.
That's perfect right there
You know what
with
I'm
another
saying?
super chats. They said people don't understand the courage and vision it takes to follow your passion like Smack has done. Thank you, Smack. You walk so we could run. Platform. We're putting you on the game. That's it. I genuinely don't give a fuck about anybody's contract. Y'all can keep saying, well, why don't you ask the real questions and shit? I don't give a fuck about anybody's contract.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? First of all, like, we not here trying to talk nobody's business. Everybody's business is their business.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not asking you what's in your bank account or how much money you got from going to work today. So, like, yo, credentials.
Yes, exactly. It's disrespectful. It's just
You understand
you don't
what I'm
want
saying?
nobody asking you that. So that's what it is. I'm not here for that shit. I always like again. I'm doing this podcast and shit. I'm not. If the bag comes, yo, thank you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That should be amazing. I appreciate everybody that supports it, that pays. I make my own money elsewhere. The content that y'all are getting is because, again, I genuinely enjoy doing this. Like this shit is just dope for me. You know what I'm saying? And to Lou, he said, if everyone's business is confidential, why'd you show Eazy's contract?
I ain't show Eazy's contract. Fuck you talking about? Talk what you know. I ain't show shit.
So how you feel about rehearsal battles on the league? How you feel about battlers backing out 48 hours before?
Listen, man. I don't have those problems. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, business is business, and you know, you gotta do business with good people. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers won't back out. True. I'm not even investing no time and no energy to anybody that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, I feel like, you know what I mean, there's a liability to the fucking, you know what I'm saying, back out of a situation.
Bridging the gap. Is it something that, has there ever been a conversation in the more recent things that you'd be willing to work with any of these people trying to create a platform or to put them on?
As far as what, like
because there's a million leagues that are being created. Have you ever had a conversation with anyone about bridging it?
Bridging what?
Between you and them. Has there ever been like
a collaboration type of a situation?
I don't know if I'll say collaboration. I'll say it, for instance, in what I do. I think some people have respected what I do in my business, that they were like, yo, let's work together. Let's make something happen. Behind the scenes shit in general of how you change like so many people's lives. A lot of people just look at, okay, look, when people are pissed off and they're talking.
I won't even start to talk about like the support and, you know, that we apply to, like, you know what I mean, our loved ones, the ones that we love.
Off screen.
Off outside of business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on. And that's why I'm off. Come on, bro. Niggas bang for me, bro.
I
got a million shooters on deck. I got a million shooters on deck. Yeah. And they just, yo, Smack, give me the word. Smack, give me the word. Press the button. What you want? Start calling. Don't give me call names today. This nigga shot me out. Yo, caboose, man.
It's always
fuck that, man.
Yeah, people don't get it. And you know what else? Like,
I want $1 million for my next battle.
What is the word? What is the word? What is the word? Speedy back in the building. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. And what you just saw is what we gonna break down, man. I told y'all we was gonna dissect this whole interview, you know what I'm saying? I needed to break it down, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this shit don't get blocked, right? And it's crazy because, like, this is exactly the type of dialogue you would expect from someone who's entering that phase, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because your first DVD you had, your first piece of content, you had Dipset. Where the fuck was you working at? How many fiends were you selling to like reach that type of status, you know what I'm saying? And here's today's question. How many crack rocks did it take to start Smack? Smack. Smack. That's dope. Literally, that's fucking dope. Smack started getting a little shaky when it came to certain questions, you know what I'm saying? Investing in yourself. Investing in yourself. That's what come with the game, charge to the game. You know, vague answers. Nothing that's like really concrete that it's like, okay, so we know what happened. Like I'm saying, we know what's going on. It was already behind the scenes before the Smack shit started, bro. Before this Smack shit started, Smack was already your man. So when he was hustling, whatever that part of his life was, whatever happened there, that's what started Smack. You know what I'm saying? He got a backing. You know what I'm saying? From everybody he met, he was able to meet up with whoever. However, he got some type of agent, whoever was able to, you know what I mean, put him in these rooms. When you listen to Smack speak, you can tell what he knows versus what he doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? You can't know and not know in one topic. You know what I'm saying? Usually, some people will be able to answer certain questions straight away, clearly. And there'll be other times where niggas can't really explain, slow down, they don't really know what, you know what I'm saying? They get real vague. But you can tell, you know what I'm saying, there's usually two different things. Not when somebody's speaking on one specific topic. So if you're answering the same exact question and you go from a lot of information to slowing down, choosing your words, I mean, being cautious, you know what I'm saying? Then it started looking a little weird to me. So just the way that he was responding to these questions, the dialogue, and the words that he chose to use, that was a little off-putting, right? But we ain't gonna hold that to him. The profiting outweighing the cost. Nigga said he bought 10,000 units and his first CD profited. How did you know that 10,000 CDs was gonna profit? How did you know 10,000 people was gonna buy your CDs? Again, how many people were already buying stuff from you? How big was Smack already? How do you know that you're gonna get 10? If you saying that battle rap was like something for like reject rappers, how the fuck did you get 10,000 people to buy CDs to purchase this content? How? If niggas like, man, no, man, that's that reject rap shit, man. I ain't trying to hear that, nigga. Put a beat on, nigga. Like, how did that come about? Smack not answering those questions. And that's what I want to know. I'm like, yo, like, this just leading to more questions. Like, I'm saying, you meeting up with certain people. Your first piece of content got this name on it. Like, you got, you know, man, like, you was big. And you trying to speak on it like it's nothing. Like, that's how it happens. That's not how it happens. Because if that's the case, why was it specifically Smack? And why didn't everybody else do this shit? You know what I'm saying? In specific areas, respectively. Like, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't going on. It was only certain people doing certain things. Certain people had certain lanes, yes, and they was all doing the same shit. But you heard Smack. Smack said, yeah, I was doing the same shit, but I was taking my own style, doing it my own approach, shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? If you're a regular person and you just promoting something that people don't really want to watch and shit like that, and people not really interested in even doing, then how are you even going to be able to get people to buy this stuff just because you have this vision? How? Nah, bro. We ain't even really going to answer that question because I don't want to speculate. We going to charge it to the game. We going to name drop celebrities. We ain't going to shout out nobody that really helped build the URL. We only going to shout out Chico and Beasley. We not going to mention Norbs. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's little shit that, you know what I'm saying, people, and mind you, Smack said that he sold 50,000 units, right? That 10,000 was a different number. This 50,000 is a different number. Smack said that he sold 50,000 units, but this interview only has 40,000 views. People paid Smack for these DVDs back in the day 50,000 times, plus 10,000 before that, and then however much in between. And they was buying, you know what I'm saying, whatever it was off of this nigga, and he was working. You may not understand my confusion, but if you such a big shot, right, why weren't you bigger than what you actually were? A lot of people didn't know who Smack was. A lot of people know who Smack is now. While Smack was famous, people still didn't know who Smack was, specifically. When he said Smack is a business, because the Smack White is a business. It's all uppercase. That's a LLC, whatever business, incorporation, whatever. Troy Mitchell is his actual name, right? Troy Mitchell, that's who it is. Troy Smack White, like, you know what I'm saying? They probably call him White, you know what I'm saying, Smack, you know what I'm saying, whatever. It's not hard to really put the pieces together, and it's like, that's not really speculation. It's like, because if niggas were to tell the story, that's how it would go. But there's specific reasons why you're not going to put certain type of information, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to speak on certain things because it's like, maybe that's too much. Oh, I'm media trained now. They said not the, you know what I'm saying? the interviewer, he kept looking back, and it's like, I'm saying, maybe somebody was in the background guiding the questions. I'm saying, and saying what's going on. There were cutouts in the voices. Like, I'm saying, so again, I don't want to get controversial. However, when you're actually looking at things, you know what I'm saying, me personally, I can't look at things normally. Like, I'm saying, I pick up on a lot. Like, I'm saying, I can pay attention to a lot. I guess it's my senses. Like, I'm saying, it's hard to ignore. Like, I'm saying, there are things that's hard to ignore. And then when you start picking up on these things, you start picking up on things you haven't noticed before because you're used to seeing certain things. You know what I'm saying? And now it's, you know what I mean, now you're trained to what to look for and shit like that. It's just, it's different. So again, I want to apologize if I'm sounding like it's a conspiracy, but it's like, I have questions, like, you know what I'm saying? And these questions seem as though they have already been answered, but it's not the question that I was looking to be asked. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if I'm asking you this question and you're answering it this way, yes, you're providing an answer, but that's not the answer that I'm looking for. So I worded the question wrong. That's not on you. That's on me for not trying to word it the right way so that I ain't gonna lie, it's been a while since we heard the ice cream truck, you know what I'm saying? This is actually one of the times where it's like, thank you for coming around, you know? That's because usually they come around when it's a live stream, you know what I'm saying? Not when I'm pre-recording videos. But no, I said, these are just some small questions that I have. I'm not really going to speculate too much, like I'm saying. As far as I'm saying, the video in the beginning, we're going to wait for this shit to pass real quick. My fault, y'all. When you around lawyers and when you around, you know what I'm saying, people in the industry, you're going to pick up on certain things, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it where there's certain things that you know what I'm saying? And there's certain things that you just don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you don't know, we can give you this little bit of information and help you out, you know what I'm saying? We're going to profit off of this, you know what I'm saying? You're going to do this for us and we're going to help build you up, you know what I'm saying? We're going to give it yours, like I'm saying, and that's something I want to mention. The interviewer kept bringing up hypotheticals that were very specific to how people like him get in the industry, you know what I'm saying? Smack specifically said who he grew up around, you know what I'm saying? The interviewer said who he grew up around. It's like, yo, bro, like, this is, you know what I mean? This is all, if everybody's in the media, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can all control this shit, bro. It's controlled media, bro. Like, this is not an independent news source, bro. Like, this is not an independent, you know what I'm saying, bro? This is episode 100 whatever, bro. Like, I'm saying, I don't know, man. Like, as I continue to watch the interview, you know what I mean, gonna understand more, and I'm gonna obviously have more questions on, you know what I mean? This shit confusing me, man. I hope I find some answers, man. But yeah, go tap in though. Like I'm saying, I don't want people to think that I'm not supporting. Like I'm saying, shout out to Smack, shout out to whatever the fuck the podcast is. I'm saying, go tap in. Like I'm saying, go watch the shit. Like I'm saying, don't just take my word and be like, nah, man, this is that. And go watch the fucking interview. Link in the description, nigga. Like I'm saying, I catch you on the flip, bro. Speedy out. All right, y'all. So it's about 35 minutes left in the interview. And I'm just in shock. Like, how is Smack allowed to talk about all this stuff? Like, openly and freely. He said he was on yachts and planes with Fat Joe and all kinds of shit. You know what happened on them like, yachts and planes? You ever heard of Jeffrey Epstein, the little Lolita? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain types of people that Smack is hanging around. He's talking about his whole initiation, bro. And how the whole battle rap Illuminati got started, bro. Yo, like, it's just so much, like, I'm saying, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but it's like, bro, there's so much that he's saying in here that's like, bro, this shit only got 40,000 views? And that's the crazy part. It only got 40,000 views, yet these people are talking like they so high and mighty. The host is talking like, yo, do you own shit? Do you got this? They don't see the plant, nigga. You got 40,000 views. You really gotta. But yeah, dog, like, shit is, like, really wicked. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't think that if certain people was in the room, you know what I'm saying, certain things wouldn't be said, and then whatever voice that was is blurred out. Yeah, that gotta be an important person, right? But again, it's so crazy to me because how are you even allowed to speak on this, bro? Like, this is really, yeah, I'm really trying to get my thoughts together, man. Like, you saying everything that you've done before URL, before Smack, before Caffeine. There's a lot of stuff that the normal average fan wouldn't know about. This is a lot of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, even OG fans wouldn't know about. He's speaking on stuff that's really going on behind the scenes, bro. He's really about to expose everything. You know what I'm saying, watch when the Smack DVD documentary come out, bro. That shit is going to expose so much that's already being pushed to the forefront now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all peep all this shit that nigga Smack was doing. But he doing it like with the rest of him. Like, no, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand if you talking with your heads at your bed. I understand if you holding something, you know what I mean? But, bro, man, I don't know, man. It's a lot of stuff that I just be noticing that, you know what I'm saying? Not only that would just be odd to see in person, but it's also odd to see, like, you know what I'm saying, when you're having this type of conversation, bringing up these types of names and things like that. It's like, bro, I don't think you should be talking right now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then again, the average fan ain't really, you know what I'm saying, too smart. Like I'm saying, average fan not even gonna look into this shit. Anyways, 40,000 views, bro. Come on, man. You Smack. So 50,000 units. But no, the most shocking part to me is there's barely any filler. Like, they're really exposing so much history. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the execs is, you know what I'm saying, they rubbing their hands, but at the same time, they probably mad as hell, pissed off, like, bro, why would you say this? Why would you say that you did that? Why did you know what I'm saying? So, some people rubbing their hands at other people mad as hell at Smack right now. And the thing is, this is from 4 months ago. Smack said we upside down right now. Smack admitted the URL is in the red. Don't tell me about how much money them niggas got, bro. They ain't got none. They in the red. They borrowing money using other niggas' investments, bro. I'm trying to tell you. They not investing in themselves, bro. He not doing this himself, bro. He's not. Them, bro. It was a program. Trying to tell y'all, bro. That Smack shit different, bro. That shit was all planned out before the DVDs and everything. That's why he brought 10,000 units, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Watch the fucking interview, bro. Link is in the description. But now I'm about to go back and, you know what I'm saying, finish watching the last 35 minutes of the interview. See what's going on. See what's what. See if there's anything else I can speak on, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, the footage, like I'm saying, just the stuff I'm going to highlight is going to show you. And I'm not taking anything out of context. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking anything out of context. I'm not doing this shit for views. You know what I'm saying? It is encouraging, you know what I'm saying? But I don't get paid for this. I'll catch you on a little bit. Alright, y'all. Just got finished watching this interview. And there wasn't really anything notable to talk about. Except for that contract shit. Anytime the comments brought up contracts, Smack got uncomfortable. The host got offended. Yo, I don't give a fuck about these contracts. Let me tell you something about them contracts. Contracts is what makes battle rap go round. You know what I'm saying? Contracts show you how the league owners get their money. Contracts show you how fucked over these battlers get. But since they sign NDAs, they can't talk about it until they out of these contracts. Geechee just told us how much money he got paid. You know what I'm saying? So when you say you don't give a fuck about these contracts, you saying you don't give a fuck about these big stars. Eventually, Geechee's going to come up on this show, or you're going to want Geechee to come up on the show. You're going to want K-Shine to come up the show. But these is people, they, you know what I'm saying, had these fucked up contracts, and you're never going to ask about these contracts, ever, because you don't give a fuck about battle rap. You really don't give a fuck about the talent and what they have to go through. You only give a fuck about Smack and what's given to him. He didn't have to work for that. You know that. That's the reason why you were making the remarks that you were making. And I'm so glad that I watched it in its entirety, you know what I'm saying, because this is crazy, bro. Like, I really don't understand how y'all can talk down so crazy to the same people that built y'all empire. Oh, I built this. Nigga, people had to pay money, right? Or do you not need the fans? You specifically said that everything that you're doing is fucking you up, you know what I'm saying? So clearly what you're doing ain't really enough. You're not thriving. You just living off of your name. We number one. Can't nobody copy us. Can't nobody imitate us. Da-da-da-da. You can't duplicate. You can't do this. You can't do that. Like, my nigga, that's not what matters at the end of the day. You know Y'all want to tell people, oh, y'all don't know. Yes, we do know, and that's the reason why we questioning you, because we believed otherwise, and then you said this. So the fact that we don't know, shouldn't you enlighten us, or is that the reason why your answer keep changing? Come on, dog. Like, and the thing is, I can go way deeper into all that, but it's beyond smack. It's beyond, you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, this weird ass 40K, you know what I'm saying? It's beyond that. What it's really about is that niggas don't realize this. People can't see through this. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't support URL if they knew what URL stood for, bro. You don't really want to support Smack URL. You don't. But it's your only option. You feel like you got the only choice. You feel like that's your only choice. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so crazy, man. And this is the reason why they winning. You know what I'm saying? Because even if that was out in the open, who cares? They still gonna win. They don't need the fans no more. But yeah, no, man, that's actually type crazy, bro. Like, they can't hide this shit if they wanted to, bro. I really recommend that you go and watch the interview, bro. Watch that shit twice, bro, because you're going to hear a lot of shit this crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know this community, as gullible as niggas is, there's a lot of people in this community that can actually read between the lines, that are smart enough, that have that type of background. You know what I'm saying? They think all the fans are just hood niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, regular ass hood niggas not gonna throw hundreds of dollars at you. You gotta look at the fans that's doing research on this shit now. You know what I'm saying? But Smack don't pay attention to that. He too busy, you know what I'm saying? Doing rituals and shit like that. But no, I feel like if I really keep going, I'm gonna rant about something that like makes a lot of sense and that applies to this topic. But I mean, like, I don't think it's the time for that conversation yet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like something has to happen before we can really speak on these things. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's going to be positive or negative, something big is coming. Pause if necessary. It's definitely necessary. Like, double pause, triple pause. I'm sorry I left that in. I apologize. But look, man, at the end of the day, shout out to Smack URL, man, because I don't want to, you know what I mean, get in the way of nothing, man. I just feel like niggas not really standing on what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is lying about this shit. I mean, they just trying to keep up with their image. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole formula, bro. Like, it don't have to be Smack. It could have been anybody there. You know what I'm saying? Whoever was first with it, you know what I'm saying? Smack just had the idea first. Same thing with the host. You know what I'm saying? It's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? It could have been anybody else. It's the people above them. You know what I'm saying? The people above them recruited them. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? They gave a lot of information. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of it in here. Hopefully, the shit don't get blocked. If it don't, hopefully, I was able to keep the audio in there. If not, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I also recorded this. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you're not going to be able to get everything. But, you know what I'm saying, that's the reason why the interview is out. It's an hour and like 50 minutes, some shit like that, damn near 2 hours. You know what I'm saying, I recommend watching it. This is a peek behind that veil. This is more than anything A Verb could tell us. A Verb can't tell us this shit, bro. You heard it from the horse's mouth, man. Anyways, I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. I'll catch y'all on the flip. Speedy out.